Pandas provides many functions to join more than two data frame into one. So some of the basic functions that we can use to do this task is concat and append. So let's explore more on these two functions in this video. So concat function helps us to concatenate more than one data frame along the specified axis. So we can specify which axis we want to join, whether it's we want to join as a rows or as columns. So we can decide that, and we can also do simple set logic like whether we can use union or intersection. You will be able to understand more on this when we see it with an example. So one more thing is append. Append is actually a shortcut for concat. It does concatenation with axis 0 as default. So you we'll be looking into concat and append with code in this video. So let's get into it. Yeah. Okay. So just let's start with concat. So as I said, concat helps us to combine more than one data frame using the specified axis. So I have created a simple data frame over here, which is Indian weather. We have three columns and three rows. And similarly, I have also created, so just a second, I've done properly. Yeah. So we have created two data frames. One is Indian weather, other one is US weather. So when you are going to join, we will be wanting to join the Indian weather below the UK weather, US weather. Okay, we want to join it along the rows. You want to add it as a new row. So we give the axis as 0, which is the default one. So when we do concat like this is the output we get. Okay, so it's concatenated along the rows. So new row is added. So we can similarly do ignore index. What this ignore index does is, so you can see the index from 0 to 2, again it starts from 0 to 2. It's not in sequence. So when you're using the parameter index, ignore index equal to true, it removes it. So there are many other parameters in concat function. We'll look into it. So like you can also determine whether it has to be union or intersection when it's in axis 1. And there are also many other values. This is the join. It's default outer join. We can also change it to inner, and we have few other functions that we can do. We can also pass in keys. So we look into it one by one. So when I've given ignore index is equal to true, this is the output that I get. It starts from 0 and it goes. And we can also add keys. So using keys, what it does is, so we are adding different data frames into one. So if we want to use any of the data frame again in the future, we can access them using the keys that we have assigned. So I get output like this. So we have India and US as the keys. So when I access using US, the key, I get the first data frame alone. So this is one thing that you can use. So far we have used data concat to add along the axis 0, which is new rows. We can also do concat along the columns also. We can add new columns. So I've created temperature data frame over here. So while doing this, we also specify the index. It helps us to maintain the order. Okay. So we'll look what will happen if we do not specify the index also. So here I have created a data frame with Mumbai, Delhi and Bangalore, and the value temperature is there. Here with Delhi and Mumbai with the wind speed alone. You can see I'm specifying the index over here so that the city is maintained. So Delhi is in index 1 over here. Similarly, Delhi index is maintained over here. So I'm concatenating along the axis. So what axis 1? So what happens is a new data frame is created. It would be having cities, temperature and wind speed as the columns, and these three as rows. So for Bangalore, we don't actually have the wind speed. So the value is NAN, none. So we are now normally when we use concat, the join is generally outer. We can also perform inner join. Let's do it and show you. So when we are doing inner join, only the columns that are in both the data frame, it's like intersection. So outer is like union, it takes both. Inner is like intersection. So as you can see, the Bangalore column is the Bangalore row is not present over here. Only Mumbai and Delhi is present. Okay, because we want the intersection of both over here. We can also add a data frame and a series together. So I'm creating a new series over here, and I'm adding it with the axis of 1. So it is added to the temperature data frame. So this is out. So it just uses this. It has a index over 0, 1, and 2. It matches accordingly. So it's one thing that to note over here is it's very important you give the right index 1 and 0. So I sometimes if I change the order, if I'm not giving the index and changing the order, so the output may differ. I'll just show you an example. I'm just removing this index. So what happens is Delhi is 0 and Mumbai becomes 1. But actually Mumbai is 0 over here and Delhi is equal to 1. So when I'm concatenating without giving index over here, so you can see that the cities are not in the same row. Mumbai is over here, the next Mumbai is over here. We don't have this alignment that we want. So that's very important that you give the index value so that it is maintained throughout. This problem can be solved by using merge that we'll be looking into in the upcoming video. It's very hard to maintain the index by ourselves, so it is solved by merge function. Okay, now we have maintained the order. I hope it's clear to you. So going forward, I've created a series and I've appended it. So it looks like something like this. Yeah, okay, concatenated it. So far we have looked into concatenate, how to do it along axis 0, which is rows, along axis 1, which is column. We also looked into how important is to give the index when you are doing concatenate along axis 1. So let's look into append. So append what actually does this, as we know, it concatenate with a 0 axis. So these are various things that we can give. It also has ignore index option. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm appending the US weather to the Indian weather. So we know they have the same column, so they should be easily appended. So this is the output we get. So similarly, we can also give index ignore index equal to true, so that it comes in order. Yeah, that works. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm adding a new data frame in which I'm actually having a new column, which is rainfall, which is not actually there in the previous thing. So what happens when I add a new column, when I append a new data frame which has a new column, it creates a new column, and for whatever value it presents, it gives the value. If the value is not there, it gives NaN as the result. Okay, we'll by looking at the output, you will be having a better understanding. So the output would be totally we'll be having 9 rows and 4 columns including city, and in the fourth column only the new TN weather would be having the value, the other things would be NaN. So I'll show you the output. Sorry. Yeah, so you can see that the Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai is being added, and it does not have Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai does not have humidity. So the values are NaN over here. But other values, other data frame values does not have rainfall. So their values NaN. So append when added a new data frame with a new column, it creates its own column. Okay. Generally it works, append works in axis 0. I hope you are clear with concat and append. I'll just give you a small recap with just my words. So we use concat to concat along row or column. So when you are doing along row, you can ignore the index so that they come in a particular order. Okay. So concat along row is quite simple. If the column name is similar, it just works. When you're doing along columns, it is very important that you give the index value so that the index is maintained when they are combined with other data frame, and you can also give key values so that you can retrieve whenever you want. Okay, so this is about it. And let's see more on merge, which works similar to SQL uh, joining. So it will be able, we will be able to do more powerful combinations of data frames using those. Thank you. See you in the next video.